Is it cheaper to build a custom paver deck, DIY style, or to hire a contractor? Let's find out. But why go small when we can go large and save more money? Oh yeah, here's the space we're going to build it in. Starting with the layout lines, let's go 15 feet wide by 22 feet long. Yeah, it's going to be massive. I must be out of my mind trying to DIY this project, especially since every project I create is my first one. I mean, I never get to perfect anything, but who's judging me? After all, we're all our own worst critics, right? And although I'm just a DIYer, I would like to come across as professional as possible. So I was sure to study up and do a lot of research before beginning this process. And when I say study, I just watched YouTube videos. You know how it is. This isn't brain surgery. It's just a DIY project. If I can do it, you can do it. But I know what you're thinking. You want to talk numbers. How much did the DIY cost? How much were contractors going to charge? But before I dive into these numbers and specifics, I want to discuss something that's been weighing on my mind. Pretty heavily, actually. And that's TikTok and the possible ban that's looming on all of us. Oh, and you see this? Rain. It flooded me out for 2 months. I lost so much time. But during the process of it drying out, I decided to stain the fence. I wanted to go black because I wanted some dimensional pop. After all, that ugly brown was not adding any character to my yard. Then my son came out and we started to load these squares down with gravel. After all, we have to prep the foundation before pouring the concrete. But let's dive back into that TikTok ban. You see, I'm a practical thinker, and the only argument that I've heard is that it's a threat on national security. I mean, this doesn't make sense to a guy like me. If it's a threat, then why are several dozen government leaders on it? Like the president, vice president, Congress. I mean, the list goes on and on. Plus, the company that owns TikTok also owns Temu and Shein. I mean, everywhere I look, someone is buying something from Temu and Shein. Why aren't those apps a threat? You see, things like this don't add up for me, and I'm just wondering if there's a bigger picture that I'm missing. Because if it is a threat, then I'm for it leaving. But if it's not a threat and there's some other motive, I'd like to know. And you're probably a lot smarter than me, so please comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'm definitely interested in hearing this one. Getting back to the project, these concrete squares kicked my butt, and removing these form boards, whew, that felt like a job well done. That was tough. And then it was time to bring in the rock. And the rock that I'm using, this is crushed limestone. You see, it compacts like concrete, but it drains like gravel, so it's an excellent subsurface to use. And as I go around and smooth it out in between each square, I wanted to make sure it was the same height. That's why I used this board. It had a little notch cut out on it and it made it perfect. But this dust, whew, I should have watered this down first. I did those 2 steps backwards. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done it. Let's move on to the border and let's talk about the numbers, because I know that's what you're dying to get into. First, let's go over my DIY cost. The concrete, gravel, lumber, artificial turf, I mean everything from A to B ran me just a smidge under $2,300. But I know what you're thinking. What about the labor? Well, I'm not adding in the labor because this project is for me and not a customer, so that wouldn't make sense. And the tools that I used were really minimal. You can just do this with basic hand tools, except for the concrete mixer, but that can be rented, and that's really cheap. Now, I was able to save a 20% savings on this project due to a 10% military discount and a 10% bulk discount. When you're buying this much gravel, concrete, etc., that qualifies for bulk discount, and that really comes in handy. That's why going larger saved me more money than going smaller. Oh, and you see this here? I'm cutting these strips of the turf off. They're going to fill these grooves in here in a second. And this leftover turf, it's going to go to a different project. Pretty cool, right? I didn't think I was going to be able to accomplish this, but it turns out it was a heck of a lot easier than I thought. And while I installed these turf strips using adhesive, staples, and spikes, let's go over the cost for professional contractors. The bids came in at $12,000 all the way to $16,000. Wow, that's nuts, considering I pulled this off for $2,300. That's a huge savings in my book. But you know me, I'm always going to go the DIY route. I used to think contractors were the way to go, especially for warranty type issues. But lately, that doesn't seem to be true any longer. You see, I hired a pool company, and trying to get them to come out to fix any of their repairs or warranty or mistakes they did, it's just not possible. They won't come out. They won't do it. Same with irrigation systems. The list goes on. And these aren't just my experiences. A lot of my friends and neighbors have had these problems as well. It's just we're living in a different world. And I'm not saying all contractors are bad, but I will say you can find a good one, but you have to really dig in and do your research and don't just go off of reviews. You need to have neighbors or friends or somebody that's used them previously and they're used to their work and their warranty work. Oh, and you see these cross member strips? The important thing to know is that you got to keep the grass grain direction heading the same way. This will make a smooth transition and it'll blend really easily, making it look like a quality project and not a dumb DIY guy like myself. But I wrapped up this project and I was getting to the end and my boy wanted to come out and throw the football on it. This is pretty great. What do you think about this project? Now, the only thing I want to ask you is, would you DIY it? And what should I put on here? I'm thinking about another pergola, something else. I'm just not sure. But definitely let me know what you think. I'm interested.